Sasha Katz breaks up with Jaxon Langston.
Okay Jaxon, we need to talk.
Okay. What is it?
We need to talk about that fight you had with Trip 3 years ago.
What? Hey. He started it. He was starting a fight over a seat during class.
I understand that he started a fight with you over a seat during class, but you went too far by putting him in a chokehold. You could have killed him by doing that. And not only that, but he's been through a lot since we were kids.
What do you mean?
Since elementary school, Trip got bullied by Sage, Vincent, Michael Dale, Luke, and Dustin Halifax, all because he dreamed of becoming a wrestler even though he's poor. And prior to the day he got expelled and arrested for assaulting a Kyo, he's been getting abused by his parents. They neglected him when he got injured from all the times he got assaulted outside of home. Because of everything Trip's been through, he began to have suicidal thoughts.
What? Suicide? Trip can't take that big of a risk. He's got his girlfriend Alexine.
It doesn't matter Jaxon. He's still resentful towards his parents. I'm sorry to have to say this, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to break up with you for good. Things haven't been working out between us anyway.
But Sasha.
I'm sorry Jaxon. But I don't wish to spend the rest of my life dating someone who resorts to violence when getting picked on. Goodbye Jaxon. We may never see each other again.
I shouldn't have accepted that fight against Trip in the first place. Now I feel really bad for him. And not only that, Sasha wants nothing to do with me anymore. I don't know how my parents are gonna react about this, but something tells me that they might be disappointed in me.
What? Sasha broke up with you over the time you put Trip through a chokehold during class?
Yeah. She even told me the reason why Trip became the racist homophobic bully I met at high school back at Springfield.
You mean there was a reason behind his bad behavior?
Yes. From what I heard, 5 of my former classmates bullied him during elementary school and middle school, all because he dreamed of becoming a wrestler even though he was poor. Those classmates were Sage, Vincent, Michael Dale, Dustin Halifax, and Luke Rivera. And what's worse, Trip's parents have been abusing and neglecting him until the day they disowned him for assaulting Arkeo alongside Alexine.
Jaxon, this is completely unacceptable. You engaged in a school fight with Trip without knowing about his tragic backstory. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah Jaxon. Your father's right.
But Trip started that fight with me over a seat. I had to defend myself.
Jaxon. It doesn't matter who started it. That chokehold you gave Trip was over the top. He could have been strangled from that. You never should have done that in the first place.
I agree with your mother. You need to apologize to Trip and make things right with him.
If I'm being honest, I don't know for sure if he's ever gonna forgive me. It's been 3 years since we had that school fight.
That's long enough for you to give him before making amends with him. Now go.
Okay Mom and Dad. I'll be right back.
Reza, were we being too hard on Jaxon? I mean, he was devastated over Sasha breaking up with him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Jaxon regretted ever getting into that school fight with Trip in the first place, and he's shown to feel bad for him because of what Sasha told him.
Yeah. You're right. I just hope that Jaxon can make things right with Trip. And hopefully he'll accept the fact that Trip may not forgive him if that were to be the case.
I hope so too Asher. I hope so too.